the poussière of Ohio, wearing his beautiful chapeau, but who's this caballero? The emperor of the Far West. When he degains his revolver, he can shoot a fly d'un seul geste. In the desert, there is person, never a coup de téléphone. He's a cowboy, poor and lonesome. Il a pas peur de personne. Pas surtout des Daltons. Il n'a pas peur de personne.
It's true, I tell you. An Italian astronomer has discovered canals on Mars.
Yeah, sure, Luke. And the Martians will sail here in a barge.
Go ahead, laugh, but I warn you, we're vulnerable to alien invaders.
You hear that, Fleetwood? He says there's life on Mars.
Yeah, I heard him say that.
Next, he'll be claiming we can put Americans on the moon. Good old Luke. You reporters always make up the darndest thing.
Ugh. We reporters don't make things up. We tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
Say, Luke, tell me more about them Martians.
Oh, my Ingles, what in tarnation is that? Maybell! The Martians have taken my Maybell!
Abducted cow still missing after 3 days. The prime suspects are Martians. Read all about it in the Cactus Hole Tribune.
It takes skill to read while driving.
Says here that Farmer Foldy saw bright discs flying over his cow pasture. They look like flying saucers.
Flying saucers, huh? Well, that's just plain silly. If you ask me, Farmer Foldy's been hitting the bottle.
Oh, yeah? Well, if it wasn't Martians who took my Maybell, then who was it?
Usually it's cattle rustlers who steal cows.
You is calling me a liar? I heard Luke say that Martians capture people and animals to do experiments on them.
Why wouldn't they do experiments on your old cow? She hardly gives you any milk.
Don't you talk that way about Maybell.
You may be stupid, Foldy, but you ain't no liar. I saw the Martians that took away your Maybell. They were monsters, and they had tentacles.
Kind of strange, ain't it? Martians coming all the way to Earth for a cow?
Nobody calls me stupid, Fleetwood.
Nobody throws it to me, Foldy.
Extra, extra! Frank Fleetwood saw the Martians. The sheriff has promised to catch them.
Ain't gonna be easy getting all those tentacles into one pair of handcuffs. Friends, I'm going to be needing volunteers to join the posse and help me defend our fair town of Cactus Hole against the horde of evil Martians. Time to change my recruiting method.
Read all about it. We may be facing a war of the worlds.
Something tells me this Martian invasion will be good for business.
Howdy.
Hello.
Name's Luke.
You know my name?
No.
Luke.
Yeah, that's what I said.
If the Martians have arrived, they're not going to find much intelligent life in this town.
A scientist is coming here tomorrow to check out the recent sightings. I've been assigned to protect that scientist.
A wise decision. We don't know if these visiting aliens come in peace. They may have dreadful weapons.
The governor's more worried about hot-headed townspeople than about dreadful aliens. I have an idea, Jolly. Tonight we'll go to Farmer Fooldy's pasture and look for these Martians with tentacles. Could be interesting.
As long as they only take cows.
Yuck! What is that awful smell?
Don't look at me. I'm not the one who eats beans 3 times a day.
It's clouding over. What the heck is that smell? What are you doing here?
I wanted to get pictures of the Martians.
Put your tentacles up, you cow-stealing space varmint, or I'm going to shoot!
Did you hear that, fellas? The Martians have guns!
If they got a gun for each tentacle, then we're in deep trouble. I'm getting scared. Quit your blubbering, men. Forward into battle.
Stand away from my cows!
Gah! We're under attack. Open fire!
I saw the Martians cross my land. They're green with long, slimy tentacles. There's no time to lose. We have to evacuate the town.
Mine cows! Mine poor innocent cows! Why, oh, why did they take my cows?
If we answer that question, we'll solve this Martian mystery.
As long as you're here, Lucky Luke, those nasty green critters had better watch their steps.
Sheriff, look! There's one now! Greetings, palefaces! Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wily Weasel, medicine man of the snake oil tribe. I can protect you against invaders from the sky. My father's father's father had a close encounter with strange beings from beyond the clouds. My mother's mother's mother wove this tapestry depicting the encounter.
They're small and green.
Beings from beyond the clouds are always small and green. This I know.
Oh, yeah? Well, ours are great big critters with lots of tentacles.
Ah, yes, you see the little green men ride on the backs of the creatures with tentacles, just as humans ride horses.
When folks read that, their eyes will be wide as saucers.
That's right, they'll be wide as flying saucers. I happen to have some magic amulets guaranteed to protect you against beings from the sky, and they're only $5 a piece.
Hey, I gotta buy one right away. It's very important.
Hey, save a winner for me. O'Reilly Weasel, give me an amulet right now. I pay you $5. Hey, come free, get out of the way, Luke. I'm not gonna let you scream up for me. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're the biggest.
Catch this hole, ma'am. I hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah!
I'm Lucky Luke. Are you the scientist?
Yes, I'm Professor Skippy of the Paranormal Institute. It's a pleasure to meet you. Don't worry about me. I'm just a little bit nearsighted, and I broke my glasses on the trip here.
We have a mystery for you to solve.
Yes, I heard that numerous animals have been abducted by alien life forms.
Well, a few cows are missing, but I'm not sure they were abducted by aliens.
You don't... You don't believe in extraterrestrial intelligence, is that it?
There ain't much intelligence on Earth. Why would there be any in outer space?
Kindly spare me the witty comments and take me to someone who saw the aliens. folks who live here are scared, but you don't seem to be.
I don't live here.
And it takes more than a green complexion to scare us.
This unidentified object was seen over Omaha.
Sorry. The ones I saw looked like saucers and went round and round.
Something has been pressing the grass down.
Yeah, wagon wheels.
Your attitude is highly annoying. I need to see this from above. Can you give me a boost? Amazing. It is the work of aliens.
Of course it is! And after the cows, they'll start capturing humans. Everyone has to leave before it's too late.
Don't tell me you actually believe Fleetwood's ridiculous stories about little green men.
I do, but you clearly think the cows were taken by harmless criminals.
Criminals, yes, but harmless? You gotta be kidding.
I'm quite serious. But I'm never going to convince you. You're all brawn and no brain, aren't you?
But why would anyone bother to steal a few cows and make it look like aliens did it?
You are hard-headed. Do you notice that distinctive smell?
Yep.
It's petroleum. Do you know what that means? The aliens have developed machines that run on petroleum.
Petroleum? Of course, that's it.
Yes, the Martians have advanced technology. They may be small and green, as the medicine man has told you, but they could also look just like us.
Huh? Did you say they could look like us, Professor?
Yes, indeed. The aliens may already be in our midst, and we don't even know it. I need to get more facts. Let's go see the medicine man.
Wily Weasel? He doesn't have facts, just wild stories and overpriced trinkets.
I sure miss my glasses.
Well, so much for getting the facts.
Magnificent!
You're taken in by that thing?
It's a sacred tapestry.
You see this doormat?
It's a sacred tapestry.
Whatever. The point is, it proves conclusively that there is extraterrestrial life. The ancients never made things up.
By the way, if you need to learn the Martian language, I can help.
Extra, extra! Your friends and neighbors may be Martians! Read all about it in the Cactus Hall Tribune!
My complexion is not green. Look, it's gray.
You better not be calling me a Martian, or you're gonna see stars.
I was just saying, you weren't from here. You could be from anywhere.
Come to think of it, Al, you weren't born here neither.
The truth is, none of us was born in this town. We all are from someplace else.
It's true, you could all be Martians.
What about you, cowboy? They say you draw faster than your shadow. Sounds pretty unearthly to me.
And I want to know how come Al wins the boiled egg eating contest every year. It ain't human to eat so many boiled eggs. Calm down, I'm sure the aliens come in peace. You can have this handy Martian English dictionary for only $10.
Wily Weasel is quite right. What reason do we have for thinking they're hostile?
Mind cows?
You sure do seem to be fond of strangers, strange lady. Where are you from, anyhow?
It's true. She is strange, always bumping into things.
How rude!
Hey, that was a flying saucer.
Tell me, do you believe in Martians yet?
What the heck's going on?
It's the little green men.
You're scared?
No, but my customers are, and where they go, I follow.
Everyone's leaving. So long, guys. I'm gonna visit my cousin Pete in Peoria.
Don't just stand there, Al. Run for it.
But hey, wait, don't leave me here all by myself. Oh, dang it. Diggity, jump, jump.
So you're leaving too, Wily Weasel?
Purely Only for business reasons. My Martian marketing campaign turned out to be so effective it scared off the customers. There's no more money to be made in this town.
Pardon me, is this the town where the Martians are?
It certainly is. And if you're looking for amulets, souvenirs, and maps of the town, they're for sale right here.
No, I still don't believe in Martians, but everybody else sure does.
Step right up and see the amazing Martians. There's plenty of them for everyone.
Whoa, this place is a regular tourist attraction.
Amulets, get your amulets here. $5 each. You can also have yourself fumigated for only $15.
Wily Weasel has promised an alien sighting tonight.
I'm burning to see it. What was the weather like on the night of your first sighting?
Oh, it was cloudy, I recall, and there was a slight breeze.
Cloudy with a slight breeze.
My customers are starting to complain. They ain't seen hide no hair of no Martians.
Don't worry, they'll be here. You can trust the word of Wily Weasel.
Too bad. I'd prepared a welcoming speech.
Who would have guessed? Martians bring in a lot more money than cows.
This can't be happening. It can't be happening.
Seems somebody wanted to scare Farmer Fooldy into selling off his farm.
Yo, do you know who that somebody is?
Maybe.
My cowboy is looking more confused than usual.
There's a link between the weather and the Martian sightings, but I don't know what it is.
You'll figure it out with my help.
So Wily Weasel is behind all this.
Wait, that branch isn't strong enough to hold us both. I think it's time you and I had a little talk.
After you talk, could you get me down? Extra! Extra! The Martians were fake! Read all about it in the Cactus Hall Tribune! Extra! Extra! Wily Weasel was behind the bogus alien invasion!
Not too disappointed?
No, because Martians do exist. The truth is out there, and I'll find it. Oh, I sure do miss my glasses.
I drew the crop circles, but I didn't do the other stuff.
I knew all along that Martian story was a hoax.
Yeah, so did we.
Some folks was scared, but I knew better. Come along, Daisy. Come on, Bertha. We're going home. Daisy, don't dawdle.
Wily Weasel may be a con man, but he's not the one behind this Martian scam.
Stop worrying about little green men and start brushing your big white horse.
Come quick! They're lynching the Martian! the medicine man.
Your ambulance won't help you this time.
If I get out of this jam, I'll give up cheating people and change my name to Truthful Turtle.
There won't be no hanging tonight.
The Martians have come back! And this time they've taken...
Another cow?
No! Professor Skippy!
What?
They're taking humans?
The Martians! Run for your lives!
How'd it happen?
She went out to my cow pasture to look for Martians tonight, and the glowing discs reappeared. I heard her scream, and then there was silence, and she was gone.
Fleetwood! Huh? No Martians here. Just one professor.
Fleetwood's behind this. He attached lanterns to a windmill. When the windmill turns, light from the lanterns reflects off the clouds.
I know.
Oh, do you?
Yes, and I know why you did it. Petroleum.
Right. Fool, don't realize that up from his cow pasture is a bubbling crude oil.
So tonight you decided to make him disappear.
Yeah. I was gonna blame the Martians, but then my plan was ruined by this airhead.
I resent that.
I know that kind of rifle, Fleetwood. They have one drawback. Their owners are often fools.
Still think I'm an airhead? I'm leaving. I have to investigate strange sightings in a town called Roswell.
You gonna spend your life chasing little green men?
If I switch to tall, dark ones, I'll look you up.
Roswell is east, and we're heading west. Too bad, cowboy.
I'm a poor lonesome cowboy.
Go on, you lazy good-for-nothings, leave. How dare you quit the dig of the century when we're so close to our goal? The government has some nerve cutting off my research grant. I'll complain to the President of the United States. But I am bad. He doesn't need anyone's help. I intend to find the mummy of King Chuggalug all by myself. I can't wait to see their faces when I'm awarded the Golden Cross. Huh? What the? I do believe this is a burial chamber. At last I found Chuggalug's tomb. It's Chuggalug, the great King Chuggalug. I'll get an honorary doctorate. I'll get an honorary doctorate. No, better, the Golden Cross. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Looks like the old paleface with a screw loose under his scalp has found something.
We'd better go tell Chief Horsefeather.
Hot diggity, a tenderfoot.
It's the tar, I'll get the feathers.
Thank you, kind sir. These local customs are most inconvenient. Professor I.M. Batty, world-renowned archaeologist at your service. I have just finished unearthing an absolutely priceless treasure.
I'm Lucky Luke, a lonesome cowboy, and I've just finished taking a 2-hour nap on that rocking chair.
Pleased to meet you. Now I must be off. I'm traveling to Santa Fe to catch the morning train to Washington.
Traveling to Santa Fe? Careful, that trail goes past Schnozzola territory.
The Schnozzola tribe? Not to worry. I'm transporting the mummified remains of their great ancestor.
Has it occurred to you that maybe they don't want to see him getting on a train at his age?
I can't imagine why not. An archaeological treasure like this belongs to all humanity. Besides, for the past 2 years, I've been digging for artifacts of the ancient snack attack civilization, and the Schnozzolas never caused any trouble.
What's in that funny-looking coffin?
A corpse, or rather, a mummy.
Does it come with a daddy?
We want to see it.
Yeah, show us the mummy!
Oh, all right. right. If you're so eager for cultural enlightenment, how can I refuse? Chug-a-lug, the last great king of the snack attack civilization, lived 8 centuries ago. It's believed that the snack attacks are the ancestors of New Mexico's tribes.
Chit-chat, show us the mummy!
Sure.
Oh, look at that, a hot dog wagon.
Friends, I present to you the mummy of great King Chug-a-lug.
Oh, that's not a hot dog wagon. It's an ambulance.
Well. Oh, it's the talisman.
That's a mummy? An old scarecrow covered with bandages?
Strangest things.
Oh, that poor man. He looks awful. I think I'll lick his legs.
Don't touch my mummy, dog. Oh, no! I haven't had time to do a full analysis. Yahoo! My ancestral dust!
Don't you go near my pal.
Yahoo!
I'm Rocky Blitz of Blitz and Son Morticians. Our motto is stop breathing and leave the rest to us. May I congratulate you on your discovery of a truly remarkable specimen. The state of preservation is stunning.
Why, thank you.
What embalming techniques were used during the lifetime of the deceased?
Unfortunately, Mr. Blitz, the secrets of the snack attacks were lost with their civilization. The mummy will require years of study, for I'm sure it has much to teach us.
I'll buy it.
I'm sorry, science is not for sale.
Come, name your price.
The answer is no, you filthy money grubber!
Thanks to Running Rodent, we finally know why the old paleface with a screw loose under his scalp was digging holes in the desert to find the tomb of our great ancestor buried thousands of moons ago.
Horsefeather, my son, brave who succeeds in finding talisman of great ancestor, will rule over all tribes of the 3 Americas, from far-off birthplace of dawn to grave of setting sun. What? Hey! Weird old paleface who make many holes in the desert has stolen our great ancestor. Schnozzola tribe must take back great ancestor from the palefaces. Horsefeather has spoken.
I don't think it's a good idea for you to be traveling to Santa Fe alone.
Young man, as I told you before, I've been digging for 2 years and the Schnozzolas never gave me trouble.
No, but that was before you found Chug-a-lug.
This town ain't much fun since Lucky Luke showed up. Well, if it ain't Fearful Ferret.
I'll give you $100 to fake an ambush on the crazy old man. You interested?
We want to see the cash first, Ferret. Oh, you ought to have your money laundered.
Half in advance.
I want half in advance, too.
We ain't interested.
I'll give you $1,000 to do the job, but I don't have the cash on me.
Sit down and tell us more, Fearful Ferret.
Schnozzola tribe will take back great ancestor from unclean palefaces. Then I, Horsefeather, your chief, will wear around my neck the famous talisman of Chug-a-lug, and I will rule over all the tribes of Indian Nation.
Permit me to remind Chief Horsefeather that legends say the talisman of the Chug-a-lug should go to the bravest of the braves.
Tribal chief is always bravest of braves.
That's debatable.
You see, young man, I've heeded your advice. This fellow has agreed to accompany me to Santa Fe. His father was a Schnozzola, so I'm sure I won't have any Schnozzola trouble.
I think I'll ride along with you. Santa Fe's on my way.
And so, once again, we're traveling with mental cases.
I have to buy nails in Santa Fe. May I join you?
If you insist.
This is the first time I've ever ridden in an ambulance.
I will get that mummy. I'll dissect it and learn the secrets of embalming. Then I'll make a killing from folks who want to be mummified. No more two-bit burials for me. Oh, how wonderfully foul I am.
Whoa! Wait here, I'll make sure it's safe up ahead.
The talisman! Did you see that? He made off with the talisman!
Yes! It's terrible. You can't trust anybody these days.
What the?
Quick!
Luke! Lucky Luke! Help!
What's the matter?
The talisman, my mommy, and the golden cross, they've been stolen.
Which way did they go?
The talisman this way, the mummy that way.
I was only trying to keep it safe.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart for looking after my mummy.
Get down.
I just felt a slight bump. Did something bad happen?
Who has a white hanky?
Oh, we're in a Chinese neighborhood.
Lucky Luke wants a powwow with the Schnozzola chief.
Powwow not necessary. Either palefaces give us back great ancestor, or they end up inside bellies of vultures.
My mummy.
My beloved, hers.
Gloomy Grizzly suggested we impose a series of tests to determine who's the bravest of the braves.
Gloomy Grizzly's starting to get on Horse Feather's nerves in a really big way.
Hang in there, old pal. You'll pull through. I hear the Chinese know a lot about medicine. Stay here. I'll recover the talisman, then we'll see about the mummy.
Preferably without starting an Indian war.
I declare this to be day one of the reign of King Fearful Ferret the First.
Now, about those tests, I propose that we...
Any other warrior who wants to question bravery of Chief Horsefeather will end up in same state as Gloomy Grizzly.
They're gonna operate. There's the surgeon.
With return of great ancestor begins rule of Schnozzolas over all the other tribes of the Indian nation. The talisman! Cursed palefaces have swiped the talisman! What did you do with talisman?
It's Lucky Luke, the guy with the big lock of hair. He took the talisman, I swear. He went to Moondance.
It wasn't him, it was...
There can't be a single brave left in their camp. Let's go.
Why did you wrongly accuse Lucky Luke?
Would you hold this for a moment, friend?
Why, sure. Tom Cruise.
Long live Fearful Ferret the First, Emperor of the Three Americas! His Highness Fearful Ferret the First, Your Majesty! Long live Fearful Ferret!
Hey, your kingship.
You owe us $1,000.
Oh, it's Lucky Luke!
Fearful Ferret, get down here. You don't have a chance. I'm getting tired of this. Why do I even bother? Howdy. What can I do for you?
Horsefeather knows that cowboy with big lock of hair is a bold and valiant warrior. Horsefeather not want to fight war. He only want to get talisman of great ancestor.
And if cowboy with big lock of hair refuses?
Schnozzolas will burn this town to the ground.
Give him the talisman!
Okay, fine. I was just making conversation. Now I'll have to find Professor Batty and tell him the Schnozzolas have the mummy and the talisman.
So what's the problem? The Schnozzolas got what was coming to them.
Quit bugging my pal, you nasty pink flamingos! That silhouette. Oh, it's the ghost of Abraham Lincoln.
Good doggy. Go fetch.
You'll need at least 3 months total bed rest.
We want our $1,000.
The mummy's alive! Alive, I tell you! The mummy's alive!
Hey, come back with my horse.
The mummy's back, and it doesn't look happy.
Oh, where am I?
You're still in the desert. I should never have left you alone with that scorpion Blitz. What's that? Stay here, Professor. I'll be right back.
My mummy! Riding a horse?
Quick!
It's not every day he makes me run after a purse.
Lucky Luke, I've been looking all over for you.
Didn't you notice me right behind you?
Behind me, really? What a coincidence.
Been to the Schnozzola's camp, I see.
Yes, I took back the mummy, intending to return it to you, of course. I sensed doubt on your part.
But I saw it with my own eyes, galloping by on horseback. I don't understand.
Tell me, Professor, why would Fearful Ferret want to steal the talisman?
800 years ago, King Chuggalug ruled over all the Indian tribes of the Southwest. According to legend, the warrior who discovers Chuggalug's talisman will rule over every Indian tribe in America.
Is that all?
Great ancestor has departed, gone to eternal happy hunting ground.
It's all my fault. If I had stayed, Abraham Lincoln's ghost wouldn't have eaten my pal. I'm never gonna show my face in public again.
Great ancestor has departed with his heart at peace, for he knows that Chief Horsefeather will carry on his work. And soon, Horsefeather will be supreme chief of all the tribes.
Horsefeather is wrong. Don't listen to him.
Horsefeather never meant to steal talisman from great ancestor. Just figured that being dead, you didn't need it.
The talisman of King Chuggalug rightfully belongs to the bravest of the braves, and that's Fearful Ferret!
I beg your pardon?
You heard me.
Great ancestor has got to be kidding. Fearful Ferret is wimp. Talisman rightfully belongs to leader of Schnozzolas. That's me, Chief Horsefeather.
Fearful Ferret is not a wimp. He's the one who should have been leader of the Schnozzolas, like his father, Sad Stag.
Sad Stag abandoned Schnozzola tribe to do primal scream therapy with palefaces. Bossy Buffalo, Horsefeather's father, became chief instead, and Horsefeather took his place. Makes sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
You see, I'm not Batty. There really is a second mummy.
Professor, I told you to keep an eye on Blitz.
Living mummy. What an extraordinary scientific discovery.
Come on, you silly nag, get moving. Oh, why, hello there, Lucky Luke. Back so soon. So, how was your scouting expedition?
This hole in the ground is giving me an appetite. Huh? Oh, it's my pal! He's come back and he feels better.
Fearful Ferret had better become Supreme Chief of all the tribes, or else dreadful catastrophes will befall the Indian nation.
Right, like things so great now.
And I will personally haunt Horsefeather's teepee every night.
Hey, pal, do you want to play?
It's that annoying dog again. Get out of here, mutt. Somebody skewer the boots.
Oh, it's lousy Luke. Whenever I'm having fun, he tightens up and spoils everything. What a killjoy. Nice party, but you were missing an ancestor.
That mummy is mine. I saw it first, and I intend to dissect it.
Kill! Don't let him dissect your great ancestor. Somebody help me! I'm alive!
This great ancestor is total whip. He's scared of old Paleface. He cannot be great ancestor of Schnozzola.
There's one way to find out.
Fearful Ferret!
Fearful Ferret?
I'll help my pal take off his bandages.
The talisman has chosen me, Eager Beaver, as the bravest of the braves. I shall be Supreme Chief of all the tribes.
Hey, let me out of here!
Isn't Eager Beaver worried that the great ancestor will personally haunt his teepee every night?
The great ancestor only mentioned Horsefeather's teepee, didn't he?
Huh? Oh, yeah!
What if we gave the talisman back to the real great ancestor?
From mouth of cowboy with big lock of hair come words of great wisdom. Let us have powwow.
Hey, let me out of here!
And now that the talisman has been returned to the great ancestor ought to be returned to science.
Whose great ancestor is he, anyhow? Schnozzola's, so he stays with Schnozzola's.
Yeah, but you're not being reasonable, Chief. He belongs in a museum.
Great ancestor of Schnozzola tribe does not belong in some distant paleface museum. Capiche?
There may be a way to satisfy everyone.
Hey, let me out of here, please!
The poor guy, he's had a relapse.
The museum is a great success, thanks to you, Lucky Luke. But don't you think there should be tighter security?
Don't worry, Professor. The Schnozzolas are watching. Each other.
Blitz, I'm gonna recommend you for a reduced sentence. Your excellent scheme for teaching the inmates a trade fits right in with our regular prison activities.
Yes, at $3 a gravestone, the penitentiary stands to make itself a tidy profit, Warden.
And we're keeping a prison tradition, hammering rocks.
I'm a poor lonesome cowboy.
Home, sweet home.
Shut up, Avril.
I hope you'll give me time to change saddles before you escape again.
Step aside, coming through.
Looks good, but what is it?
It's progress!
It may be progress, but it's not polite.
Howdy, Warden. We ain't seen you since yesterday.
Shut up, Avril. Well, how did it go?
Same as always, but I did see a fella painting the ground outside the prison gate.
Ah, Gasbag.
Excuse me?
Oh, that's his name, Thomas Gasbag. He's a foreman with the telegraph company. They're burying the cable.
An underground telegraph? Sounds strange.
That's progress. It'll prevent the Indians from cutting the wires whenever there's a threat of war.
Who painted my rock? You can't trust anyone in this place.
He came in here?
Yes, he's worked his way up as far as Nothing Gulch.
The painting is finished. Now I need some strong arms to dig.
Here's 8 of them. Help yourself.
I'm not sure it's wise to set the Daltons a-digging.
Do you have any authority around here?
Ignore him. We're fine diggers. Hand over the picks and shovels.
Looks like your plan will take you through Flatfoot territory.
Oh, no, it won't. The Flatfoot tribe wanted an astronomical fee, so we're going along the border. That way I have nothing to pay.
Martin, there's a problem in the prison yard. You better come and see.
With a hole that size, the bone must be huge!
It's all because of the Daltons. They only been digging for a few minutes when suddenly the ground gave way.
The remains of an ancient Indian village.
Indians inside a prison?
My goodness, this is highly distressing.
We can't let a few chamber pots and overage ashtrays stand in the way of progress. We'll pretend we never saw a thing.
This is a holy place for the Indians, and they'll cause a holy ruckus over their ancestors.
If we cared what the Indians thought, we'd have to go back to Europe. Give me that.
Hang on, gasbag. No one wants an Indian war. We'll suspend the work till Washington's been advised.
Suspend the work? You've got some nerve!
When the Indians learn what we've found, they'll want to take possession of this land, so we have to alert the government.
What? Hand the prison over to the Indians? Oh, wait, Luke. Can't we just fill in the hole and pretend that nothing ever happened?
No.
You're going to pay for this, cowboy.
I'll stay here till Washington gets back to us. That means I'll be needing a cell. With a key, of course. Or maybe they're trying to dig a swimming pool.
Slow down, will ya? You're dictating too fast.
How do you spell ancestors again? With one puff or two?
Chief Kick-in-the-Pants will be angry to hear this news. They spelled ancestors with one puff.
Luke, Washington has sent its reply. Professor I. M. Batty, archaeologist.
Emeritus Professor at the Boston Archaeological Institute, Honorary Director of the New York Anthropological Society, Chairman of the Paleontology Department at the University of Washington, and recent winner of the Golden Cross.
Lucky Luke, Lonesome Cowboy. We've met before, Professor.
Oh, wait! I'll help you with that.
This is an extremely ancient site. Construction work is out of the question. I'll have to organize a dig.
A dig? Inside a prison? Most unusual.
Let's start right away. I'll need some volunteers.
We're your man. Digging is our specialty. Hand over the picks and shovels.
I like your attitude, young fellow, but here's the tool you'll be using.
We're not your man anymore.
That's what I like to see. 4 convicts in the hole.
Mr. Batty! Look what I found!
Teacher's pet.
Huh? Why, this is a dog bowl. It was made recently, between 1874 and 76.
Then these aren't ancient remains. That changes everything.
I'm going to go talk to the Flatfeet before they learn the news on their own.
You call this remains? A dog bowl? We stopped laying cable for this?
The bowl must have fallen in by accident. Don't get your wires in a twist.
By accident, huh? I'm not so sure.
Are you accusing me?
Hey! Someone threw a man in my hole!
You're trying to turn a garbage dump into an archaeological site!
Look! It's the jawbone of a woman! And it's very old, even older than the village, I'll wager. It probably came from an ancestor of the Flatfoot. It's splendid.
That guy sure seems to like bones. I better keep an eye on him. He may try to steal one from my bowl.
Why did it have to happen here? This jawbone is gonna give me a headache.
Oh, what is that?
I would say it's a Flatfoot arrow of the winged scorpion style. Nice workmanship. Recent model.
Take cover! It's an Indian attack!
No kidding!
The Flatfeet. They must have intercepted the telegram to Washington.
You see, with an underground cable, this wouldn't have happened.
Pardon me, Warden, but the inmates say they can't possibly break rocks under these conditions. The arrows are much too distracting.
Indians riding outside the prison, Indians buried inside the prison. We're surrounded. Luke, do something!
Whoa!
Greetings, oh great chief.
You violating sacred Flatfoot land where ancestors of Chief Kick-in-the-Pants once lived.
I was coming to tell you that when you attacked, Chief.
Flatfoot tribe at cutting edge of modern technology, intercepted message and swinging into action. Flatfoot tribe is highly efficient.
What a magnificent headdress. Fluffy eagle style, late 18th century, first-rate Flatfoot handiwork.
Palefaces must now depart from Great Stone Teepee and give Flatfeet what belongs to Flatfeet.
We have to consult Washington. I'll draw up a registered letter immediately.
Flatfeet will stay right here as long as Palefaces keep on making holes in sacred land of our ancestors.
Outrageous! These primitives are standing in the way of progress!
Until Palefaces make up their mind, they will stay trapped in Stone Teepee, baking like pottery in sunshine with only arrows for rain.
As though I didn't have enough trouble with the Daltons.
Can't send for help. The Indians cut the line.
Aha! What did I tell you? We have to bury it!
You shouldn't have been digging in the first place.
We must destroy those remains! No remains, no problem!
Destruction is out of the question. My discovery is of tremendous scientific importance. From the shape of this jawbone, I can tell that its owner was a Northern European who migrated to America. This is irrefutable proof that the Indians and the Europeans share a common ancestor.
What? Are you saying that we are related to them?
Not very distant cousins.
That's gonna shatter some illusions.
And it is I who made the discovery. The name of I Am Batty will be forever inscribed in the annals of archaeology.
That jawbone is giving me a pain in the neck.
We should store it and the other remains in a safe place.
I've got it!
Well, whatever you got, Joe, I hope it ain't catching.
I've got a plan to escape, you nitwit!
Oh, no, we can't escape now. Not when we finally got something interesting to do.
Hold me back before I make human remains out of him!
The trash sure is heavy tonight.
Ha! It worked like a charm!
Hey, guys, look at all the remains we found. We better go and tell the professor.
Halt! Who goes there? Smells like skunks.
You hear that? Act like skunks.
Giant skunks. I'd better start going easy on the peace pipe.
Listen up. When we dry off, we'll go to Nothing Gulch and make a withdrawal at the bank.
Well, you ain't got no money to withdraw, Joe.
If I had a nickel for every stupid thing you said, Avril, I'd be rich.
If you want to be rich, all you gotta do is sell some ancient remains. Professor Batty done told me them remains are a treasure.
A treasure? He meant a scientific treasure.
No, he meant a real treasure, the kind that's worth a fortune.
New plan. We knock on the door, say we're sorry, go back to prison. And then we escape again with the remains.
But Joe, what about the Indians?
What about them? Those flatfoot fatheads ain't letting us in our own home.
I spent half my time catching them for you.
I know, sorry.
Well, they can't have gotten far. Not with the Flatfeet surrounding us.
Problems, nothing but problems. I think I'll ask to be put in charge of a cemetery.
The Daltons can wait. I'll go talk to Kick-in-the-Pants and see if we can find some common ground.
You really think we're related to the Indians?
I never discuss family matters.
Don't you think we could find a way to misplace that jawbone permanently? I'd lay my cable and the problem would be solved. What do you think?
It's not my job to think. All I do is follow orders.
But the jawbone will have huge political repercussions.
Sorry, I never discuss politics either.
Why must I do everything myself?
Greetings, great chief. The pale-faced professor's made a discovery you should know about.
Step inside, TP.
Reach for the sky, hand over the money, and make it snappy. Now, let's go see the sheriff.
What do you mean, arrest you?
It's your duty, Sheriff. We're nasty, low-down bank robbers. You gotta take us to prison. Well, hurry up.
Hang on, there's something fishy going on here. You're usually taken in by Lucky Luke and never willingly.
Yeah, well, Lucky Luke's busy today, so quit yapping and take us to prison.
Nah, I don't like it. Don't add up.
You better take us to the slammer in Toronto or you're gonna get a knuckle sandwich.
Sorry, but I don't want no trouble with Mr. Luke.
No.
Yes, indeed, Chief. The Indians and Palefaces share a common ancestor.
You mean us human beings are actually related to palefaces?
We're all brothers?
Oh, no, not so fast. For at least 1,000 moons, you people been stealing our land, putting us on crummy reservations, and even massacring us, and suddenly you tell me that we're all brothers?
This discovery could change things for the better.
Brother, you not too swift if you really think my pale-face brothers would be glad to learn they're the brothers of my brothers.
Well,
I want to meet this pale-face professor. Set it up.
Stop thief! I found the remains of an ancient chicken!
Here's the latest plan. We go to the Indian camp pretending to be distant cousins of the Flatfeet. From there, we should have no trouble finding a way into the prison.
Huh? Is it nighttime already?
Your mask's on the wrong way, you nitwit!
We're gonna store the remains in the Dalton cell.
I'll call upon Lucille. With this discovery, I'm sure to win the Darwin Award. Howdy! Greetings, Chief. I am Soaring Eagle of the Filthy Foot Tribe. This is Intrepid Wolf, Brave Bear, and Rotten Radish, our witch doctor. We're your cousins.
How come you all have animal names and I got a vegetable name?
Take a wild guess. Sorry, that was just the sacred dance of the cornball harvest.
Kick in the Pants knew that his aunt Squirming Salmon had sons with a traveling medicine show. Now Chief understand why she never introduced them to family.
We've come here to visit the homeland of our ancestors.
News travel fast. Might as well make yourselves at home. Seems like everybody is my cousin these days. By the way, there's a powwow this afternoon with Paleface Professor in Stone TP. Your witch doctor will go with me. Flatfoot Witch Doctor is at Rainmaker's Convention.
My witch doctor, but, Avril, we don't have any choice. You gotta go with him, but be discreet. Do you hear me? Be discreet. I'm counting on you to find out where the remains are stored. Got that? It's the truth, great chief. Many, many moons ago, our common ancestor left Europe, the pale-faced continent, to come and live here. And from that ancestor descended the Indian tribes.
So, you telling me that many moons ago, palefaces looked like us?
Not exactly. No offense, Chief, but it was the other way around.
How does my new brother know that? He was not there. Why should it be Indians who descended from palefaces? Why not palefaces descended from Indians?
Because palefaces have guns and prisons and, no, on second thought, forget I spoke.
Excuse me, I have to go to the washroom.
Down the hall on your left.
I know where it is.
The truth is, we don't really know who descended from whom. To find out, we must continue to dig and search for clues. With the permission of Chief Kick in the Pants, of course.
Chief Kick in the Pants demand 50% of all profits.
Listen, bub, if you think I'm gonna tell you the remains are stored in the cell under constant guard except for a break between 9 and 10 o'clock and that the key's in the top right drawer of the warden's desk, well, you got another thing coming.
Darn, how'd he know it was me?
So we have a deal?
Yes, we do. To prove our goodwill, let us chew the gum of peace. My witch doctor says no pipe, bad for the ticker.
Of course, it will now be necessary to move the prison.
Move the prison? Are you joking?
Certainly not. I won't have my archaeological dig surrounded by outlaws. It's far too dangerous.
But you can't move the prison. It's rather heavy.
As Archimedes said, give me a solid place to stand and I shall move the world. Now then, Warden, I'm requisitioning your inmates to construct a winch.
Say hello to your brothers for me, Witch Dr. Averill.
You got it wrong, Lucky Luke. I ain't no Averill. I'm Rotten Radish, witch doctor of the Filthy Feet. And Joe ain't Joe neither. He's Born Eagle or something like that.
Well, can I get back to work on my cable?
No, they're planning to move my prison. Your cable will just have to wait.
But I'm going to fall behind schedule.
Oh, sorry, Gasbag. Your company will have to give up its plan for progress here. But don't you worry, it's a big desert. And now you'll have the chance to draw some more dotted lines with that nice machine of yours.
So, where are the remains stored?
I couldn't find them, Joe, but I saw something funny. Our cell is guarded, even though we ain't in it no more. Pretty silly, guarding an empty cell, huh?
Take off your mask, Averill. I feel another sacred dance of the cornball harvest coming on.
Professor Batty asked me to fetch Lucille's jawbone. May I go inside?
Sorry, Mr. Gasbag, but Lucky Luke told me not to let you in the cell.
But he didn't tell you not to go in, so you can get the jawbone for me.
Let's get to work. We'll dig a tunnel to our cell, and then we'll grab the remains.
My jawbone! Gasbag has stolen my jawbone!
He said he wanted to get rid of it to win an election.
An election?
Oh, I don't know. He talked about politics, and I never discuss politics.
I'll go bring him back. Keep these remains under guard. I have a feeling the Daltons know they're valuable, and they may be somewhere close by.
If I do say so myself, I'm bad to the bone.
This is the first time we've ever dug our way into our cell. Someone make a wish.
Keep going, we're almost there. Bingo.
Huh? What the? I never did this.
Ever since he saw your gizmo, Jolly's wanted to paint a picture with it.
If I'd had more time, I'd have done Van Dyck's equestrian portrait of Prince Ruprecht.
You won't damage my prison, will you?
Don't worry about a thing. This technique was used to build the pyramids.
I think I prefer robbing banks, Joe. It's not as hard on the back.
What's going on up there?
Hey, keep it down, will you?
Incredible! It worked! Your pyramid friends were clever.
Well done, Professor. I wasn't sure you'd succeed. I'm afraid I've got some bad news, though.
Don't let up, we're almost out!
What's the matter, Joe?
We've arrived back in our cell!
The remains spoke.
Huh?
Oh, it's you.
Where's my jawbone? Tell me, where is it? Answer me or I'll reduce you to human remains!
Oh! Stop! All right, you win, I'll tell you! I gave it away as a gift to the one who obviously wanted it the most.
Who's that? Who?
Who else? The dog.
What?
Rin Tin Dum?
Warden, you'll never guess what I found in the Daltons' cell. The Daltons!
I was about to go look for you. It's mighty nice of you to save me the trouble.
The Daltons? In the cell where the remains are stored?
They didn't have time to steal nothing. I nabbed them on the spot.
Let this be a lesson to you. If you don't come to prison, prison will come to you.
Good doggy! Where did you bury my jawbone. If you show me, I'll give you a whole pile of biscuits. Here, doggy, come back.
He's getting on my nerves.
Whoa! Would you kindly leave my prison alone? You're supposed to be digging back there!
Despite his unrelenting efforts, Professor Batty never did find Lucille's jawbone, or anything else that proved her existence.
Would you cut that out?
There sure isn't much meat left on this bone. That man was nice to give it to me, but it's not very fresh.
I'm a bold lonesome cowboy.